Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's Lori with Simple Suburban Homestead. I am fixing to set my big Brinsea incubator with Caturnix quail eggs for two different customers. So I wanted to bring you guys along and show you my incubator. So this big Brinsea has, I might be telling a lie, I think it has 8 or 10 rails. 1, 2, 3, 4. I believe it has 10 rails with it. I never use them all, so I might be fibbing, and I apologize if I am. These hold chicken eggs, quail eggs. They don't hold turkey eggs. So they claim to hold turkey eggs, but my turkey eggs that I hatched out last year would have fallen right out of them. So this incubator is run on a computer, and we set it with the temperature and the humidity, and it drinks out of a mason jar of water. It has a little hose that goes down into it, and that hose just sucks the water as it's needed for the humidity inside the incubator. A couple times back when I used this incubator, I also have a Nurture-Right 360 that's right here on the table beside me as well. I like to move chicks from this incubator into that incubator for lockdown. It just tends to work good. I've had really great hatch rates doing it that way. However, since I'm setting two different customers' chicks and two different types of eggs, one lady has requested just my regular Caturnix, and then a gentleman requested jumbos only. So I will be dividing those eggs up, and so I'll need to divide out that hatch when it comes time. So I like to put a piece of the non-stick gripper stuff in the bottom of the incubator, and the incubator is ready for lockdown at that point. So I do this all from the very beginning. In my Nurture-Right 360, I can't do that because of the way the table turns to rotate the eggs. So when I put them on lockdown, I put the gripper, the non-stick stuff in at that point. But with the big Brinsea, it doesn't come in contact with the bottom of the rails. And so with that being said, I can go ahead and set the whole thing for lockdown at the very top and the beginning. So what I like to do is, let me get this out of the way. Hang on one second. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and hopefully not crack any eggs while I'm doing this. I'm gonna set my lid off. Christian, are you able to see inside the incubator? Or are you able to see what I'm doing? Sorry, I'm asking my son if he can see. I'm gonna go ahead and put the rails in. They sit right inside of here. I'm only going to set 4 rails this time because I don't have that many chicks going in or eggs going in. So I'm going to put 2 at one end of the incubator and 2 at the others. I'm going to put a little space between them. Okay, so I collected these eggs this morning and I put them tipped down in a container so that their air shell is going to go up to the top of the fat end of the egg, and it's going to get where it needs to be. So they've been sitting for about 5 hours, so I feel it's safe for me to go ahead and put them in. So we'll put the jumbos in first. I'm just going to lay them. Actually, I'm probably not going to need, there's only 8 eggs here. So I'm probably only going to need 1 rail. I'll use 2. That way they won't be crowded. And with the quail eggs, they just lay right into these rails. With chicken eggs, they'll stand up more so that their air cell, is up at the top, which is fine. But even in the Nurture-Right 360 and most incubators, the eggs do lay on their sides and they rotate. So you haven't had any issues with it. And then these eggs, These eggs are a little bit hard to get out. The smaller the egg, the harder it is to get them out of these containers. Now on this incubator, it's already set to rock, so it's set to, it shifts them and it holds them at different angles in the rails, which is really cool. So that's already set automatically. I don't have to set any days on it or anything. I keep all of that on a piece of tape on the top of the incubator. And sometimes I'll put it in my phone if I have too many people, you know, ordering eggs at the same time, just to keep up with who's getting what chicks. I always put the start date, the hatch date, or the lockdown date, because of course when you go into lockdown, then that changes, the humidity is going to go up. Right now my humidity in this incubator, I believe, is set at like 42. When they go into lockdown, then that humidity is going to go up to about 68 or 70. So I'm going to go ahead and get these guys back in place, and I'm going to label them, and they're good to go until lockdown. So I will bring you guys back when I candle these. Maybe in a week. I might wait until we put them on lockdown to candle them. Just depends on how busy I am. Let you know how many made it into lockdown. These are my new breeders, so I'm super excited. Out of my jumbos, I had 6 eggs, and I got 6 chicks out of that over the weekend. One did die, but it needed help out of the shell, and we help them. And so anyway, it didn't live. It must have had something wrong with it, why it couldn't get out on its own. But anyway, I'll talk to you guys again soon. That's the big Brinsea, and we have eggs that have just gone in for incubation. Thanks guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. God bless.